Greetings, every dad in the world. Welcome to episode 68 of Holy Heck, I Really Like Love Live. I'm Tyler.
And I'm Luke. That was wild.
I was out of order.
I thought you were going to hit it with, I thought you were going to, greetings, I am Tyler, and then we just be Oblivion characters.
Have you heard of our podcast?
Have you heard of Luke Gepford?
Have you heard of the High Host? The only Love Live show.
The only Love Live on the only channel on YouTube.
Our Love Live podcast where we go in depth and discuss every single Love Live song from the very beginning until right now. Luke, you were a profane boy last week. I played a game. I played a game called How Long Can I Skip in Random Parts of the Video and Not Hear Luke say some profanity? And the longest I got was in the middle of a song.
I really appreciate Irian's. Irian took a screenshot of like the auto translation, and it was just like 5 or 6 lines of just me cursing. Can we put that on the screen? It's on memes, I think. Holy shit! Let me see if I can find it. He was just like, he just sent the message and was like, "This is a good episode." I'll find it later, but it was fucking great.
Oh man, I listened to as I was editing it. Because we both edit in faster than normal speed. And like it's like it just happened. Like fuck, and I'm like, hello.
What was I cursing about?
Everything.
All right, well, now to this week with 25% less cursing. Let's fucking talk about questions. Last week, your question was, out of the 9 PDP girls, rank your top 3. Or was it just number 1? I don't remember.
I think it was just your favorite. Yeah,
yes.
It was who is your early favorite PDP?
Yeah, yes, there it is. So, Bryler, who did you choose?
I chose Dextroy Fuller's Gyakuten's comment. I started off as a hard Setsuna fanboy, but quickly converted it over to I once I heard the song previews, which is kind of ironic given the songs covered in this episode, since we did both of their songs last time. Yeah. I really enjoy Mecha Going that much, and I just really enjoy Mecha Going that much, and I find Ai's main motivation of pushing herself beyond her limits to be pretty inspiring. She's like Goku, except smaller and cuter, and probably sings better. Yeah, hard agree. I have a big appreciation for Goku now that me and a bunch of Discord boys, hey, join the Discord, are watching Dragon Ball Abridged. I thought as I started watching the show, Wally, our friend, was joking around like, yeah, Tyler, this is a legit substitute for the show. And then as I started watching it, I realized how much was true and how much he wasn't kidding, and how much I understand of this show now by watching Dragon Ball Abridged.
This is something very important we forgot to mention. The 2 songs that we're doing this week.
We
usually mention that near the beginning of the episode, but we are gone.
Song. We're doing the Sleepy Chan song, Nemureru, Mori. Oh god, what is the rest of that? Nemureru, Mori, ni Ikitai.
You're good to go.
I want to go to the Sleepy Forest. Is that what it is?
It don't matter.
No, that was the old translation. Now it's I want to go to a forest. Anata no Risou no Heroine. Your ideal heroine. Ooh.
No, I like the heroine idea. I'm gonna stick to that one.
I was very mad when this translation became I want to go to a forest where I can sleep and not I want to go to the sleepy forest, because I really like that.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, I'm always excited to see how opinions will change from like first design to songs to last songs, you know. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Luke, who did you pick?
I chose one of our main goons,
here comes.
Emily. And in a comment, imagine liking the main character and then Hyde's rankings with Hanukkah in first place for Muse, Chika in first place for Aquas, and Ayumu in the top 3. That's in response to me saying I like Ayumu the most.
Imagine liking the main girls. This meme was made by the main girls guy.
Question. This is really tough for me to say since I get the feeling that as time goes on it could be either one of 3 girls, those being Ai, Shizuku, and Ayumu. For now, I'm going to go with Ai since she has 3 aspects, which would make her the perfect girl for me. It kind of goes on into these aspects a little bit deeper, but we'll shorthand them. First of all, she's a Gyaru. Second, she has ginkiness and plums. She has plums. Third is her kindness, and the cherry on top is that she helps her grandma so much. That is the most wholesome Ai thing. I appreciate Ai's grandma love quite a bit.
We also talk about in these whole the whole comments. Usually, like in our Discord, when we have songs to talk about, like there are polarizing opinions, but like a lot of the Discord will usually agree on one thing.
The war over Chase.
Chase is split down the goddamn middle. Even in the
battle.
comments, everyone's like, "I love Chase" or "I hate Chase." There's no, there is no middle ground.
There's one comment where it was like, "I'm Team Savivo." There's another comment where I was like, "I'm Team Luke." I was like, "Oh, fucking Civil War is here."
Oh man! So today we're talking about Sleepy Song and Heroine Song. Oh god.
10 seconds on each of them from both of us. Tyler, do fucking Heroine first.
Heroine Song is very relaxing, and I feel like it does simple extraordinarily well for what it tries to achieve. Okay, what about you, Luke? Heroine time for Luke.
Heroine time. Just fucking inject that shit. It's directly into my bloodstream. The most comfy song. This is one of the most comfy songs in Love Live. I just don't feel like I get anything out of it whenever I listen to it. All right, fucking hit me with that goddamn sleep forest.
This is probably the single most interesting instrumental in the entire Love Live franchise. But I have my grievances with it as it went from a perfect preview to a not my favorite full version. What about you?
I feel very nice about this song as well, but I really want Ruby to sing over it and literally say any words, and I will be happy. I enjoy Kanata's voice quite a bit, though. I think there's very rarely such a perfect combination of voice and instrumental like this.
Just have Ruby just go like over the song
it's beautiful.
the entire
it's gorgeous.
time. we can edit that in.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
All right, so what a good start. I'm feeling comfortable about this episode. I like these two songs a lot. They're two definite high tier boys for me for this.
Yeah,
for this
they're two
block,
nice boys, two solid mid tier boys for me.
I respect that. You want to? What are we even doing first? You guys know what's first because it's been on the screen.
Shizuku.
We're doing Shizuku. Okay, the Heroine song. Take a trip to Ohio.
All right, we're going to Ohio. Inject this into my bloodstream. 'Cause I think we often associate comfy with boring. I think a lot of people put them kind of hand in hand together. This song kind of like breaks itself out of that mold pretty considerably easily. This song is not boring at all. There's a lot of really interesting things going on throughout it. But it is also just, it's hard to think of a song that is more comfy than this song in the Love Live discography. I will make the bold claim after scrolling through the discography for about 10 seconds that this is the most comfy song in Love Live.
I don't know, man.
Claim.
Have you heard the song that's coming directly after this one?
No, I will take this one on the comfy tier list higher.
The next one, she talks about how she wants to sleep in her fluffy bed and cuddle.
That is also comfy, but I will take this one on the comfy tier list more, just because I feel Shizuku's voice does a better job of eliciting that comfiness for me. My issue with the song, though, I do have a pretty big issue, and I said it in our intro, that whenever I listen to the song, I don't feel like I took away anything from it. I feel like I listened to a nice song and that it was kind of enjoyable, but I don't feel like I gained anything from listening to it, and I think that's my one issue with it that keeps it down on my PDP list so far.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I'll start with what you said before. As I said when we were talking about these songs before in our little intro, I think this song does simple incredibly well. You're right, just because I don't know, everything works towards simplicity, if that makes any sense.
No, I totally understand what you're saying.
It kind of culminates. I'll get to it in depth eventually, but it all just works towards making a product that is not supposed to be overly complex. There's nothing too special about the song, but at the same time, everything works to make it so great that is the special thing about the song. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And I think of a song like this doesn't have a formal payoff in the sense of music, but I think of a song like Date Date Amuja, who
I was thinking of that too.
Who you have said, doesn't have a payoff. The payoff for me in that song is the fantastic vocal performance throughout the entire song, and it's just as good at the end. While this song, these vocals are definitely nice, and there's nothing bad about them, the vocals aren't enough to carry that quote-unquote payoff at the end, especially when they're not, elevated to a different level during that ending segment, where they're supposed to be kind of a payoff, but it just doesn't, it's not really there,
I understand where you're coming from, and it's interesting that you say that, because how do I put this? Is it really that this song, so when you say it doesn't, you feel like you weren't, you didn't really take away too much from the song. I often fall into the trap of comparing things to what they are next to, and this, fortunately and unfortunately, is next to the entire Tokimeki Runner CD.
Mm-hmm.
So
one of the best releases in the history of Love Live.
Yeah. So that's kind of my issue with this song, and I think maybe that might be part of your issue too. It's not that you don't, it's not that we don't take anything away from the song, but we take so much more away from the other songs on the CD.
There's a possibility there, but there's just when this song goes out, it's 5.5 minutes long, I think. When the song goes out, it never really changes throughout the song.
You're right.
The song never changes itself, which a lot of songs, they will have a first verse and they will have a chorus, and the first verse will be in some form different than the first verse, whether it be usually more than just lyrically, right?
Okay.
And then we go into this nice bridge, and then we have this pre-final chorus, the solo that is supposed to kick ass, and then we go into this chorus that's usually somehow different. The song never feels different from itself, but I think that's fine.
You're right.
I think that's perfectly fine.
Both of the choruses we have are actually they're the same. This song's actually missing a chorus. It's missing the second chorus.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think that's funny.
The song just never is different than itself, and I don't think the instrumental and vocals are good enough to make up for that a lot of the time. But with all of these negative things I'm putting out there being said, this song is still just super nice. I don't feel bad about this song at all.
I think if this makes
not every song is
going
to be perfect,
Yeah, I feel you. I think if this makes any sense at all, I feel like Shizuku, that's her last name. That's her name, right? Holy hell, I'm stroking out here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
I think Shizuku's lack of a vocal quirk in this exact instance is kind of her quirk, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I just I think her voice, it's very, so in Love Live, standard Love Live, we've always had the trope of like characters like Ruby and Nozomi who are just so far removed for what voices actually are in real life.
And Kanan.
Yeah. And then we have Suma kind of sounds like Kanan, honestly. And then voices that are just great singing voices, your Rikos, your Ellies. But I feel like this is just like, it's kind of like Yo or Eyes. Like it's very strong. It's a strong voice, but it isn't like overly bombastic. You know what I mean?
Well, I do compare this to Rico and Ellie in that it's not, it doesn't exert itself upon you, but it like, this is good,
Okay.
You know that she is a good singer, but it is not, Ellie's able to do some like incredibly powerful things with her voice.
Yeah, but I feel like Ellie and Rico sometimes have like a weird kind of like mousy aesthetic where they're like less powerful than maybe like Yo or I would have been. You know what I mean?
Where I actually hear Shizuku's voice being like similar to is a Kanan without the voice quirk, without the squeak that Kanan always has at the top of her lyrics. That's where I find her voice. I think it sounds a lot like Kanan without that voice quirk, and it makes it all of a sudden into a very like very nice and tidy package of just like a good singer.
Okay, I totally respect that. So like I was saying before, I think the instrumental really plays around the vocals a lot, and it kind of like molds itself for the lyrics. You know what I mean? Sometimes you listen to Love Live songs and you can tell very obviously that the off vocal was written to accommodate the lyrics. But I feel like that's to like an extreme degree in the song. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree.
I wish we got an off vocal of this song.
It feels like this is an off vocal with a vocal track that were just that a lot.
It was
of
a package deal, yeah.
A lot of love were put into making them perfect together.
Yeah, and I feel like that's that really kind of so like I think personally, I know you're not like you said, it's kind of not generic, but it's less memorable for you, the vocal performance in this song. But I think the harmonies in this song are really what brings out the vocals to like top tier performance for me. I really like harmonies personally, and they're everywhere in the song. And I just I don't know, I feel like in a song where the backing is maybe calmer, the harmonies add more than if the backing was fucking crazy. Like if it was like Cutie Panther or something, you know what I mean? So I'm really happy with what they do here in this song.
I'm hoping you didn't come off with thinking that I was saying this vocal performance is generic. I think this vocal performance is someone who is a very good singer and like knows the exact area where she is most comfortable in. The song was made in an exact area where she is most comfortable in, which is true for a lot of these PDP songs, right? They put these singers in positions that they're going to be comfortable in for their first time singing, and it pays dividends, right? Everybody sounds very, very good throughout this entire CD, and this is a great vocal performance. It's not. I don't think the just going back to. Don't feel like I get anything out of the song. I want more.
Yeah,
this song makes me crave more, but I don't think that's a negative on the vocal performance at all.
Yeah, I didn't mean to like make you say like, "Oh, the song."
You called it generic.
Fuck! I fucking hate you.
I will start cursing. I will. I have not been cursing very much. I will fill this. I will fill this segment with fucks. Have I?
You have? Yeah, you haven't noticed?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god. Instrumental time. Let's talk about the instrumental.
Let us know down below how many times I've said fuck so far, including that one.
Okay. Yeah, this time you only have to record half the video instead.
Perfect.
So as far as the instrumental goes, let's see. What do I have to talk about this one? I feel like this instrumental is pianoforte monologue, but stronger. Obviously emphasizing strings over piano, and obviously emphasizing not being fucking hysterically boring over.
Yes, like kudos to the instrument that is the piano. I think like I find songs that use piano as the primary instrument to be obnoxiously boring a lot of the times. But like going in the direction of strings and other instruments while the piano is the accent. I think piano is my boy on the accent, not my lad when it's the primary instrument. Like during a piano recital, that's cool. But when a piano has to take a back seat to a vocalist, I think the piano loses a lot of its flair.
I very much like pianos. I just don't very much like pianoforte very much. That's it.
Pianoforte boring long. Am I right, Bib Cracker?
The drums in this song are very quiet but aggressive, if that makes any sense at all whatsoever. they're quieter, like they're not very loud, but when you do hear them, you can tell that they were played very loudly and then turned down.
Yeah, the drums are kind of like T-posing in the background.
They're asserting their goddamn dominance back there.
They are asserting themselves, and like that man is yeeting on those drums. But they, like you said, they've obviously been turned down in post production, and it gives the song a little bit of oomph and a little bit of power in the background, but not too much where it's like uncomfortable.
I just imagine Shizuku say just like trying to sing the song nicely, and there's just like a snare ass drum in the background.
No, there's just
in the same room.
A man made of snare drums, fucking T-posing.
He's just rolling around on the floor. Oh man!
Can you not hear him screaming in the background of the vocals?
He's singing the harmonies.
All right, what do we got for composer arrangers?
Thank you, Styx, for emailing me the composers and arrangers after I requested it. Oh man, lyric/composer is our boy Suki Miso, who Styx was kind enough to put a question mark next to, which means he read the kanji and wasn't sure if that was the exact pronunciation. So we're gonna go with Suki Miso.
Give it up
for now.
Styx. Give it up
Happy
for
birthday,
Styx.
Styx. And the arranger was Endo Naoki. So thanks to them. I don't think they've done anything on the franchise before. Also, we didn't mention it last time, or at least I don't think we did. These are the first Love Live songs ever to not have lyrics written by Akihata.
Oh yeah, big boys.
So that's really good. And given the fact that the lyrics, at least for the songs we've talked about so far, have been very, very, very good. Listen, I'm not trying to say anything bad about Akihata. I mean, obviously she is an established name in the Japanese music industry. And if you don't know, she made every Japanese song you've ever heard in your entire life.
Every anime opening ever has been written by Akihata. Watch a fucking show you like and see your name show up in the opening in the ED.
But man, they've been killing it so far with PDP lyrics, especially I think in the next song and with Ai's song. But anyway,
fucking going, my fellow friends.
I think that's pretty much all we can talk about Soramoko Girl 2.
Yeah, Soramoko Girl. Dun, dun. Play the fucking Comfy Tree song right now. It's really nice.
せて早く飛び込みたいなふかふかベッドの上ゴロゴロしたいです眠れる森の美女さん憧れだよだってずっと
See, I know we like to, go back and forth and, he intros one and then I intro one. But Luke, can you relay to the audience what you just said to me, please?
So we listen to the songs between every recording, right? We just listened to this song again. And I would like to fucking backtrack on something I said last segment. I said, that is the most comfy song. And Tyler said, are you sure? Because it might just be this song. And I was like, no, that song is more comfy. And so throughout this entire last listening, I was trying to come up with my reasoning better. I will fucking take this L, though. I was wrong. This is the most comfy song. I will gladly fucking bear myself upon this cross and say, I'm sorry, Kanata, you are correct. This is more comfy.
She's like cocking her pillow, like
at about 45 seconds in, I was like, oh shit, I have to fucking say why I think this is less comfy. And I was like fucking digging for anything I could find. And then I was like, I'm just gonna fucking take the L. I'm just gonna like, you lose some, you win some. And this is one that I have very much so lost.
Oh man. Anyway, all right. What was I gonna say originally? All right. So, have you ever had a voice and an instrumental match so well in your entire life?
The last song. But
Okay, fair enough.
that one I will not take the L on.
Okay, I respect that. We can't lose them all. I think not only do I think that this is we were talking some episodes ago, last episode, the episode before that, about how my favorite thing in all of Love Live is genre-wise is unique songs that reach into weird genres that both A, I wouldn't think that, an idol group would do, and B, I wouldn't think that Love Live would do ever. And this just transcends reality. This is like a surreal meme of a song.
So I think my favorite part about this instrumental is they've got every instrument in the world at least playing twice in this song, and all I can imagine is the guy who did the instrumental, those instruments, nothing's ever like playing with each other though, so those instruments where like there's just 40 instruments on there, and like they're running around
drum
like,
and
yeah,
like on a
he wears the
unicycle
drum and has like 5 different trumpets and like wind instruments around him, and he's got like a viola and a violin, one in each hand, like I feel like that's what this song is. That's fine. It's just fucking not... I want to sit here and say not a lot happens in the instrumental in the song, but everything also happens.
Everything happens.
And I don't feel like there's a lot of instruments doing a lot of things with each other,
right.
but they are all played.
No, you're so right, because like there's a lot of like empty air in this song where it's like not anything.
And
like,
then a slide whistle comes in.
On a unicycle. Ina on the unicycle bus. Oh, that's lore.
Holy shit!
No,
yeah, that's
you're so right, because it's not only is like the instruments used in the song uncommon, but also just the fact that while there's so many instruments, there are just parts where there are no instruments or a girl. They're just absent, and that's so cool. I love the setting of the song, and I say setting because don't tell me that you can't listen to the song and then visualize an entire PV in your head.
Oh yeah, she's hanging out in like a nice little comfy pink room with accents of orange and bright red, and she's just fucking hanging out on her bed somewhere.
Yeah, that's in the verse when she's about to go to sleep. But after she goes to sleep, she's in the forest and she has a crown on and she's dancing around with the forest critters by a river.
Oh, that's wholesome. And she's got like one of those really fuzzy body pillows, I'm feeling the fuzzy body pillow real hard.
Is she still in her jammies in the forest?
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think she ever gets out of her jammies.
Right, of course.
Let me look at this fucking Kanata. Let me pull her up. 1 second.
Look at this dude.
Kanata. Go ahead.
So,
Oh yeah, she never gets out of her jammies. Okay, continue.
So this song has a very much like dreamlike aesthetic, very, very much on purpose, obviously. And we shift from kind of like a fantasy setting in her, in her bedroom, talking about where she likes to sleep. Like, I want to get on my bed and sleep. To when the chorus happens, it's just like, I feel like that mentally is when we take the step into what is now a dream, where everything becomes more active. The instrumental picks up and everything is just more lively, and it's more active than just physically sleeping, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. And I love just the world that this song creates. This is just like a world building song. And I love it. And I think everything about this song works more than anyone intended for it to.
All right, I want to talk about my 2 favorite things about this song. One of which I just discovered. First off, this song is 3.5 minutes long, and I knew that already. This song is dastardly fucking short. Second thing, I'm just checking out the lyrics right now because I was on the Kanata page, and there's fucking 4 lines of lyrics. Yes. There's like 4 small paragraphs of lyrics. Let me just sleep a little bit more. Good night. She never woke up for school that day.
She never woke up again.
Kanata skips school every day, yeah.
Yeah, and when she does, she sleeps in class.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this song captures childlike whimsy better in 3 minutes and 24 seconds than my childhood did for the length of a whole childhood. For real.
And
As far as the actual... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I think my favorite part of this instrumental, though, is when the trumpets, they very lightly open the door. You know, we say the trumpets, the brass like to kick down the door. Yeah. Right?
Like every other song.
Yeah, they are in charge. But the trumpets, the man comes in with one hand on the trumpet into Kanata's room and gently opens the door as to not open it to...
Do not have a trumpet man in my room while I am sleeping.
It does not even like hit the little backstop spring, and he just very lightly plays the trumpet in a very somehow gentle way.
Have you ever heard a trumpet? There is
yes,
no
I know, but like the trumpet is so serene and like nice in the song. It's very strange, is what I'm getting to. You know, the brass usually comes in and breaks down a wall and appears, and that's cool. Brass is generally used as this instrument that creates a very like high tempo, like exciting part of the song. And in this song, it still like adds to that comfiness so incredibly well during the chorus, where I guess you would say it's the high tempo part of the song, but there's no high tempo part of the song.
I like the jazziness of the chorus, how like, it takes the rhythm and just shifts it, it just nice little swings in there, and it's great,
And we talked about like production stuff, overproduced stuff kind of a little bit last week. I think it's really interesting how we just talked about it. Trumpet can't really be nice, but like I think it's produced in such a well done way that it did make that trumpet sound nice. And same with the drums in the last song. The drums are very powerful in that song, but they're produced in such a great way where it doesn't feel overpowering. And I think that's just another sign of like how much better everybody's getting with this project.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I mean, really good music composers can pretty much do anything they want at this point in time. So
not just the composers though, but also the people who are sitting down and producing the shit.
Yeah,
I think they're getting better as they go along.
Yeah, that's cool. What I meant.
Kanye West produced this. Continue.
There he is. What did I want to say? All right. So a note on Kanata's voice. So we actually mentioned it last segment, how there's a very stark difference historically in Love Live between the quote unquote good singers and the quote unquote gimmick singers, if that makes any sense, like the character voice singers. I was very worried when we got, because how we got the what do we get, the PDP girls talking before Tokimeki Runners was even previewed, and I was very worried when Kanata's whole thing was like, I sleep. And then she she got on microphone. She's like, I sleep. And I was like, oh no, like, is this her whole thing? And then, cause I still liked her. I like her design a lot. But then we got this song and they've somehow managed to take a 5,000,000% gimmick. This is the gimmickiest shit I've ever heard in my entire life, and make it sound fucking good. Like, so good. This sounds legitimately incredible while still maintaining the kind of voice that she strives to have. You know what I mean? She's like transcended boundaries between like character voice and like
shit, dude.
She anywhere can be a character voice as long as you're the will to live. But no, like she manages to do her character voice so well while also singing incredible, and I love the way that she is able to do this. Just the raw talent that it must take to do that.
I think this voice at this present time, a lot of the other voices, I have a pretty good like idea of what they do. This one, while I have a decent idea now, I am not sticking to this song being the point. The idea going forward.
Oh yeah, no, this is like it's still a mystery.
a lot of the voices, I'm like pretty sure what Ai's gonna do for the rest of Love Live, right? I'm pretty sure what Setsuna's gonna do for the rest of Love Live. Ayumu, all these other characters, I'm pretty sure what their voices are gonna do. I have no clue. I'm left in the dark because this was very far away from what I thought I would hear.
And before, like, every song in the future, like 10 songs down the line, we're like, can you please stop making the sleep song? It was cool the first time.
Yeah, they only come out with solos, and she just has 100,000 sleep songs.
So real quick, this is kind of off topic because we already passed the instrumental part, but I think the fact that they use the winding up of a wind-up toy as percussion in the song is the most creative thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
That's like on his thigh that he just kind of swings around real quick,
Or he like runs in place and that winds it up.
Oh yeah, I like that too.
So not afraid to admit
fucking
that
song.
This is the only song I quite literally cried when I listened to this. Like, you know how we had the short preview, then the long preview, then the full release. When the long preview came out, I unironically cried because of how beautiful it was. I was just like, is this my favorite song? And the answer is no. Let me tell you why. Incredibly, I am immensely disappointed with the song, with the full version of the song. It's too fucking short. Way too short.
It is like this. This might be the shortest song in Love Live.
It is It's one of the shortest songs in Love Live. I think it's like number 2 or something.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is 1, but you're right. It could just be number.
I think
40
we
or
did it. We talked about it the other day. Me, Sticks, and like Phantom.
Okay.
I don't remember what number 1 was, but that might be this one for all I remember. But
Sticks, let us know down below. Nobody else, just Sticks.
Just Sticks. No, this song feels like it's missing a whole chunk. Like, it's missing a lot. Like, there's no, like, any kind of bridge. There's no, like, well, there is a second chorus, but, like, it's just missing, like, a whole ending part. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It feels like the song is missing, like, a ending middle, if that makes sense. Like, a late middle. And I really dislike that because I love this song. I just wish there was more of this song. And I get that, like, the magic of this song, you know, like, I'm pretty sure if you were to have, like, this same song but just longer, then it, you know, the magic wouldn't be the same. But
yeah, she fell asleep halfway through it.
That's the joke. That's the lore, that she fell asleep before she finished writing it. Oh man. I really wish the song was longer.
I do think it's interesting how sometimes we get this accidental dichotomy in the songs that we're talking about. How, like, they both are missing, you know, that punch at the end, but one of them I'm just perfectly okay with it, while the other one I'm not, you know. They're both missing that payoff at the end, but this one I can deal with it because the rest of the song is so entertaining and so enjoyable, while the other one I am fucking furious. I will bring a gun. Do not. I will bring a gun to the magic magician man's house on a unicycle. Yeah, man, this went from how could this ever not be my favorite song ever to yeah. Yeah, because I heard the entire song already.
Feels bad, but feels good that we got the song, you know, enough of the song, I guess. So very much like this song. And with that, composers and arrangers, of course, Sticks.
And with that, composers and arrangers.
Oh my gosh, where is it?
Give it up for Sticks again.
Thank you. Oh, lyrics, composers, and arranger by Ryota Saito and Diz, D-I-Z.
Oh, he's here.
Shout out to Diz.
What else did Diz do? Diz did something else a long time ago.
Whoa, hold the fucking phone. Carlos K did fucking Mecha Going. That's wonderful stories. Our boy Carlos K.
Oh,
give it up for Carlos K. We didn't do it yesterday. We didn't, or last episode. We didn't.
Did Diz? What did Diz do? Diz did something else.
Did Diz do something? Are you thinking of
Does Diz do Idolmaster?
I think you're thinking of Zack.
Oh, I might be thinking of Zack. I might be thinking of
that's
Zack.
Bokutachi.
It would be some deep lore if Diz also did some Idolmaster stuff from that one time we were an Idolmaster podcast.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
so
on to our question.
All right, hit us with the question.
We have the fucking world's broadest question today, right? We just want to know, you know, at this point with PDP, we got 10 songs and we kind of know what the girls are all about, and we're getting on a bunch of live streams. How do you guys feel about it at this point? What is your overall feelings towards it? Do you like the direction that it's going? Do you wish they could have done some other stuff in this early part different? Are you liking everything? Are you disliking everything? Where are you guys at? So, Tyler, hit me with that dab, like Wiz Khalifa.
Here I go. I'm a skirt. I, of course, have a huge mental, like, you know, I have the attachment to both Muse and Aqua. But in my mind, as long as, like, the production is good and the music is good, there is absolutely nothing from keeping me from loving anything new. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I am incredibly optimistic for PDP. And the Niji girls, that is their names from the school. Just because, you know, everything we've seen so far has been way more than promising. It's like less promising and more like they have already delivered.
Yeah.
So as long as they keep up doing what they're doing, I have absolutely no problem getting into 9 more girls. The more girls, the merrier, as long as the music is good. Yeah. What about you?
I'm in a tough spot because over the last 2 or 3 months. I've been busy with a lot of stuff. So unfortunately, I haven't gotten time to like really sit down and get to know, all these girls as well as and to be fair with Aqua, I didn't really get into Aqua until Aquarium was out. So, there's got to be a time where me and the boys fucking hunker down and we will become the PDP boys. But with that being said, I am incredibly happy with where they are. I feel like these first steps, and obviously it helps that they had 10 songs come out rather than 3. We talked about it before. This is probably the best release CD in Love Live. Oh,
it's kind of just like if you just okay, I didn't hear it. Like it's hard to beat 10 songs no matter what happens. It's hard to not find a song that you put in like at least top 50 in 10 songs.
Yeah, and that's not looking down on the other two first releases from Aqua and Muse, but this one feels the best produced. Has the best instrumentals, has some of the best vocals out of those, and it's kind of cheating because it's also the newest thing. But
I love Kimi no Kokoro and Bora Ora, but come on, have you heard Tokimeki Runners? The whole CD itself.
This song is powerful. This man's is powerful. But I'm really enjoying the direction they're going. I'm hoping that we, along with getting Sunshine Season 3 in the fall or something, we'll also get a PDP anime soon, because I'd really love to see these characters better fleshed out and to see what kind of people they're like better. I personally know I need to get into the PDP lore more, start reading, the little manga snippets and stuff, but start watching the live streams. But I'm very excited for the direction they're going, and I can't wait to learn about them more.
You're right. To be fair, it is still hard for non-Japanese speaking people to get fully into PDP with the state it's in right now. So I hope like all other aspects of Love Live, it becomes a lot more accessible for the West.
How do you guys crack your knuckles? I crack my knuckles on my neck.
I
put my knuckles on my I put my fist on my neck and then just press, and that's how I crack my knuckles. I don't know why I do it, but I just did it.
I do like the Rise and Shine gamers where I lock my fingers together and then I push it outward, like the stretching the morning.
So I
and
crack
I also I pull my thumb too, with my other thumb.
Ooh. I crack them on my neck, and then I go to each one of them individually and pull it, and then twist it so I can get the second.
Don't
knuckle.
fucking ASMR us. We don't need it.
Do you hear it?
I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm turning that down.
Next week we got some other songs.
We got whatever you decide,
and
as long as you join the Discord.
We have 2 fun releases coming out this next week that I think you guys are going to enjoy. We should have one out on Christmas Day, and there should be another one this week that is a pretty cool project that we're excited to bring to you guys.
Damn, that's ambitious.
Yeah, I know, right? 3 videos in a week. Woo! Yeah, don't expect them to be here until about a month from now, guys. Let's be honest.
Feel free to join the Discord and pop in the announcements channel for the poll on what girls we should talk about next. You have 2 votes, so please make them count. And just so you know, it was very, very, very close this week. And it would this would have been a different video if we had decided the girls later in time.
Yeah, we decided them a couple days ago.
Yeah, if you look at the poll now, who wasn't there? Kanata? I don't think she made it.
No. It's 10-9-9. There's 2 girls tied at 9. But when we decided on it, Kanata was above. Who's she above? Karen. Karen. So the votes have been incredibly close, and they will continue to be close because we are getting less girls in them. So.
Yeah.
Also,
so please feel free to join our Discord and then vote.
Also, if this comes out at about 8 tomorrow, feel free to join us for the Love Live Sunshine rewatch. We're watching through part of Season 1 today. It's probably still going at this point. We're probably 3 or 4 episodes in, but join us for the last couple.
If you listen to this point in the video, exactly at release, you need to join right now because they're almost done.
If you are part of the notification squad, you need to get in here right now. Also, we're going to be doing some fun Smash stuff over the next couple months. Just bi-weeklies and a big bi-monthly that you can actually win a little bit of money or win a little bit of prizes in. So go ahead and check those out if you're a big Smash fan. We had our first one today, the day of the recording, and it was pretty damn fun.
I had a lot of fun. It was a great time. But anyway, boys and grills and anything in between, we will. I guess we'll talk to you next week with. This is the part where we say what we're talking about next week. But it's up to you guys.
See you guys next week.
See ya.